and it say, I followed instructions of it, and most recently, I inhaled some vapors that, almost took me out on the spot. Somebody rushed into the restroom and sprayed some type of chemical in the doorway. I had to stop in the restroom and, I put my pants, and whatever they sprayed, it went directly to my eyes, and I never experienced anything like that. And then the pain shot in my head. It's like some type of vapor. It went to my head and then straight to my heart and almost fell out right there inside the thing. And it was some type of problem you were supposed to come in contact with.
Yeah.
And it happened about 4 in the morning. Some weirdo did that. And the store manager was on the film said it was a female. And what had happened was,
Where were you at 4 in the morning?
I had to pull over. I forgot to take my water pill. And I was traveling. I took my water pill. And it usually don't start to work for about 2 hours. But it hit me, real fast. So I pulled off at this,
It's like a gas station or rest area.
yeah, and it was a well-known gas station.
Yeah.
And I had to go to the restroom. As soon as I got to the vehicle, less than 5 minutes, I had to go again. I'll say 10 minutes I had to go again. And I ended up going to the restroom 3 times. And then on the 4th time, that's when that person was doing it. So I think they were watching me. And they probably was thinking, what is she doing going to the restroom that much? And I think they were watching me and they intentionally did that.
Where do you guys live?
I live in outside of Ardmore.
Oklahoma?
Yeah,
You're quite a ways from home, aren't you?
not really. I used to live here too.
Okay. Well, when people have a weak heart, the first thing when we initially diagnose people with that, we try and find reversible causes to see how we can make things better. Sometimes we don't know the exact cause, but either way, the treatment is the same with good medicines like the lisinopril, Lasix, metoprolol, like the medicine Dr. Bella put you on. Did you ever start the metoprolol?
I can't take that. I used to take that 2 years ago. It made me hurt in my chest.
I thought that was the carvedilol.
Both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah, they're. I know. I think they're both
Beta blockers?
Yeah. For some reason, they make my chest hurt.
Okay. Well,
And I monitored it, and each time would do the same thing.
you ever tried the SoCal?
No.
So that might be something that's worth trying. When people have a weak heart, that's one thing that's important to control. It helps prevent structural changes, and it lowers your heart rate some, reducing the workload the heart has to do. So we definitely want to try and get you on medicines to help your heart function. The first thing we should typically do, I know the heart failure isn't new for you, but if you've never had an ischemic workup looking for blockages in your heart arteries, we likely should do that to look for reversible causes of your cardiomyopathy, your heart failure. And then the other thing, sometimes, and that, that a few years ago when you were in Fairview and they first diagnosed you with that, it's timing with COVID. Did you have COVID before all of this started?
No.
Sometimes other things that can cause heart failure, sometimes we don't know why, but other things that can cause it, people can have viral illness that causes it, alcohol, illicit drugs.
I don't use drugs or alcohol.
Yeah.
But I ended up in the hospital with, severe food poisoning. I had ordered a pizza, and I thought it was regular stomachache. So I took Alka-Seltzer, then I took that pink stuff.
Pepto-Bismol?
Yeah, and it didn't work. Then I felt a fever coming on. So instead of going to the ER, I just laid there, curled up. And then the next day, I knew something was badly wrong. So I was taken into the hospital, and it was so bad to where they had to have me airlifted.
Did you ever smoke?
No.
Family history of heart problems?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, first things first is we need to get you feeling better, get the fluid off, and make your breathing easier. before you leave, you know, before it's time to be discharged, we might consider doing a stress test or something of that nature, to look at your heart arteries.
That's not when you run on the treadmill.
Well, you can do a treadmill or a chemical stress test.
Yeah, I can't run on the treadmill.
Yeah, we can do a chemical stress test or an angiogram. It's just,
Okay.
hi, come on in. So we'll see how we can get you feeling better though, okay?
Okay,
Dr. Hall is Dr. Bella's partner. He's gonna be by to see you later today.
okay.
Your heart's just going a little fast. Would you be open to trying that bisoprolol? It's another beta blocker. I don't know if it would make you feel bad, but it would help your heart.
Well, what's causing my heart to go fast? It doesn't usually go fast.
It can be fluid. I don't know why the heart's racing right now. Sometimes when people have weak hearts, it can go a little faster, but we don't want you going this fast. And if you can't take carvedilol or metoprolol, bisoprolol is our other option, but it's still in that beta blocker drug class.
So it would slow my heart down?
It'll slow your heart down some. It reduces the workload and it helps, you know, prevent any structure changes. It's really important that we get you on the right medicines to help strengthen your heart muscle with your heart so weak. This is Dr. Hall. He's the cardiologist.
Hello.
I work with Dr. Bella.
So she gets chest pain before I do the bisoprolol. Can't take it. She was told it there and she had heart failure and has a few years ago. Yeah, in the past.
Well, that was a few years ago, but
When was the first time they identified your heart as being weak?
when I had gotten food poisoning,
When was that?
it's been about, they said that the food poisoning was so bad it inflamed the lining of my heart. And, let me see what year it was. It's been about maybe possibly 6 years ago.
Do you remember how weak your heart was back then?
They didn't tell me. They
They
just,
said it was weak. They thought it was food poisoning.
well, they said I had, based on, they put me in a machine to show my intestines and all that stuff. He said it was definitely food poisoning. My intestines were enlarged and swollen and inflamed and almost to bloody. And I didn't go to the doctor right away. It escalated. They said the lining of my heart was that inflamed, so they.
When you had that,
Uh-huh.
did they do an echocardiogram back then, 6 years ago?
I don't remember. Can try to
They
find
had
out.
one done 6 months ago or so. Can't read my handwriting. July, whatever it is, 3-4 months ago. Heart was weak. Have you had it done before then?
I'm not sure what they did there. They just told me that they would, well, these two people showed up in my room with like a space capsule and I was wondering, what's going on? And they said, we have to hurry. They were, helicopter pilots. They airlifted me from that hospital to another hospital.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Where were you?
it was Fairview, Texas.
Where is that?
It's, in between,
Little small town?
yeah, it's on the interstate.
And then where did they send you to? Did you go by helicopter?
Yeah, they airlifted me right away, cause I was thinking, can I go by, ambulance? And they just said, we don't have much time. They airlifted me to another hospital. That was, they said it was, about 7 or 8 minutes away.
What did they do for, you know what that name of the hospital was?
I can find out.
And did they end up doing a heart catheterization or an angiogram, capping your wrist and your leg up into your heart?
I don't remember that part. I remember going inside of a long donut machine.
We had CAT scan, I'm guessing.
And,
Did they ever do a stress test on you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But it said that the lining of my heart was inflamed.
And the heart was weak.
Yeah,
And that's when they tried you on the Coreg and tried you on the metoprolol and couldn't tolerate that?
they tried me on one of them. I don't know what it was, but it made my chest start hurting. hurting. I took it for a short time period, and, I noticed I get pains in my chest.
Okay. Do you smoke?
No, I don't drink either.
Don't start now. Any drugs?
No,
Methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin?
no.
Any operations you've had?
Yeah.
What have you had?
I had my pulse was taken out in 1988. And, let me see. 1989 had, 1990 had cysts on my ovary. Well, a couple of cysts.
What, gallbladder, appendix, spleen?
Gallbladder taken out in 88.
Married, divorced, no?
Single,
Never married?
yes,
Divorced then?
widow.
Okay. And how much exercise can you do? How much are you doing?
I can't even walk around. I had to get a wheelchair to get inside of the hospital. All my strength has gone from my body.
How long has that been going on?
Been going on for the past, since I held this stuff at this gas station. I held something on Friday the 13th that almost
Friday the 13th on what?
killed me. Somebody rushed into the bathroom and sprayed some type of chemical
Friday the 13th, what month?
this month. No,
It's not the 13th yet. is
no,
it?
it was last month.
Okay. And then probably the breathing too?
Yeah, I feel tired in my body. Oh, that's sore.
Sorry, I got pushed really hard. I apologize ahead of time. So you got some swelling going on down here. How long has this been around for, do you know?
A month.
The indentation?
Yeah,
How long has that been there for?
a month.
And is that a lot of swelling or a little bit of swelling for you?
It's considered a lot. If you could pull my socks down,
Have you had any recent weight gain or weight loss?
no.
Breathing's not been good though?
Yeah, breathing has not been good.
Cough up blood, vomit
No,
up blood,
no.
spit up blood, any problem lying down flat, getting short breath?
Lying down or sitting up.
Either way.
Yeah, it's like all the energy is out of my body.
And that's been going on for the last month, or is it more so recently?
It's more so, the total of impact has been going on like a month.
Okay. These are stuff that echocardiogram you had done before. We're gonna repeat one here. You got echocardiogram done, it's real high school, it showed your heart function was weak. So a normal heart should pump at least half, maybe 2/3 of blood. So blood comes in the receiving chamber, a couple valves, lungs, the left side of your heart to your body, goes in a circle. Your left side really weak. So if you can't send blood forward, then it can back up into your lungs. You can't breathe, it backs up in your legs swell. And your symptoms and all that probably are related to my heart rate because I got extra fluid.
Yeah, this has been like this for.
So a poor man's way of knowing how much fluid you gain is remembering that a gallon of water was 8 pounds. So if you weigh yourself on a regular basis, you gain 4 pounds. That's a half gallon more you drank rather than you urinated, or vice versa. Maybe you peed less than you drank or drank than you peed. The most common cause of a weak heart in America is blocked arteries. So we'll want to get some assessment as far as blood flow to your heart at some time. Most of the time we do that with something called an angiogram. We put an IV catheter through your wrist or your leg. It's right up to your heart. We're looking to see if you have any blockages with arteries. But you got to be able to lie down flat for that. So that's no time soon. We'll probably have to get some fluid off you. So what we'll do is we'll give you medications to make you pee, and when you're done peeing, pee some more. Get the fluid off. You got your ankles back again. You got your breathing. You can lie down flat, and then we'll look at doing an angiogram later. Probably will be first part of next week, but we'll have to play it day by day.
Yeah, this has only been like this, but this has been like this less than a month.
But again, we know at least based off the echo from July, the heart function, 60s, 50s, 60% or greater, you're like 25%. If your heart functions below 35%, then you're at very high risk of extra fluid buildup in the lungs, can't breathe. People can also have bad heart rate. If your heart functions less than 20%, I mean, you were 20, 25% back then, less than a 20% heart function is about a 60 to 80% very high risk. So, was your heart weak 6 years ago with food poisoning? My suspicion is it was, based on what you said. We don't know for sure. We don't know what it was, but we got to deal with the cards as we have it. So, watch how much you drink. No more than a quart and a half a day or so. Just don't have any extra fluid, because the more you drink, the more we have to make you pee.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get you peeing. We'll get you to 100 yesterday. And address the issue next week. Okay? Any questions?
And I have a lot of questions, but, guess I'll have to wait for now.
We'll get the food off, the food deco shows. Nice meeting you.
Okay.
Take care.
You wear oxygen at home?
No, I've never been in this condition, this bad condition.
After this, I put the ones in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes just need the oxygen. It helps me. Covered down here. Just gonna raise it up. On the midsection.
Mm-hmm. He's part of the doctor,
Bella,
yeah.
you're on.
Tell me when to try not to cough.
Try now. You got 10 seconds. I'll be leaving stickers on it, so if I don't want some more to be used.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they usually do where they want.
So we're not ripping off your skin every time we.
Ryan.
Okay, I'll see you again, okay? Thank
Yeah,
you.
uh-huh.